Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Deb's Sober Days. I'm Deb. I'm an alcoholic. So, tomorrow I'm taking part in the Out of Darkness suicide prevention walk on our campus that I work at in upstate New York. And the reason I'm talking about this is because my story does include an attempt at suicide. So, I think it's vital to me personally. It's something that's on my mind. So here it goes. I mentioned this briefly. If you've watched my story, you'll hear about this as well. But I'm doing the walk tomorrow, so I thought I would share this today. Um, February 7th, 2022, I attempted to take my own life, and that's what actually got me the help that I needed to become sober. I had been praying for a really, really long time to die. I knew something had to change. I couldn't go on living that way. I was living to die. I would drink to pass out, to drink to pass out. I just wanted the days to go by. I just wanted them to pass. I wanted my life to pass. And that prayer never came true. I kept waking up every morning and getting more and more discouraged and depressed and sad. So after, I don't know, 9 months or so of that, I finally got really, really angry at God. And I attempted to take my life, which wasn't successful, obviously, because I'm recording this message to you 14 months later. Um, And that landed me in the mental health unit at our local hospital for 10 days. And then I went on to rehab, which is also in a mental health unit. And I was treated for depression there as well. And when I got back in March, I started an intensive outpatient program at a local recovery center, and I continued that intensive outpatient treatment. I just finished up groups maybe a month ago. I still see an addiction counselor there. However, I still see a private therapist. I guess my message today is pretty simple. And it's this, and this has come with time, that my perspective has changed enough to allow me to say this to you, which is this: God hears your prayers and he answers your prayers. They may not be answered in the way that you want them to be answered at that moment that you're praying and talking with God, but he does answer your prayers. I realized what I was really praying for was for something to change. And something did change. Something very, very beautiful happened to me. I became, well, first of all, I became sober, which allowed me to be able to really reflect on what was going on in my mind. So I was better able to understand what I was feeling. I was better able to communicate what I was feeling to my groups and to my counselors. And um, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't gotten honest with myself. And that morning of February 7th, I got very honest. I got very willing. And with that honesty and willingness, the openness came. And that's what has allowed me to move forward in my recovery process. And I think that's a very important thing for people to understand. So here I am 14 months later. I'm living a life. I'm planning a future that I never thought I would have, a future I didn't think I wanted to have. But here I am. I'm planning it with my long term partner. And we are excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to have this journey, this adventure of life, and whatever it brings. And sobriety and recovery has brought me uh, a more clear mind, which allows me to be more flexible. Um, don't get me wrong. I still have character defects that I am working on and preying on. But I am far less of the person I was 14 months ago. So many things have just kind of throttled back. So living life is more manageable. I'm not going to say it's necessarily easier, because some days are hard work, with managing life, managing expectations, talking myself out of a resentment or what could become a resentment. And we can do that. We're able to do that as we grow in our sobriety and as our recovery process, whatever it is, helps us work through the things that we need to work through. And you may have guessed by now, I'm in AA. I love AA. I would not be where I am right now without AA. I fully believe that. So ending your life doesn't have to be an option. I know at the time, the way I was feeling, it felt like the only option I had. I wanted to be out of pain. And today I am out of pain. And that came with living, to be honest with you. It came with getting sober and living my life every day and working at it. So, my hope for you is to remember that God will answer your prayers. Again, maybe not in the exact way that you thought you wanted, but you will get an answer to your prayer. And I think the answer I got to my prayer is a lovely life and looking forward to a future. Um, it's still kind of weird to me that I'm planning a future because I really didn't think I would have one. So please, suicide is not an option. I am looking forward to the walk tomorrow, meeting some other people like me. And if you need help, call or text the crisis hotline. It's 988. The crisis hotline is 988. So please, if you need help or someone you know needs help, reach out. It is there. You don't have to do this alone, ever. So that's a short message from Deb today. Keep coming back to Deb's Sober Days. Look for my daily thoughts and please post comments. And I'd love to share my journey with you. I'd love for you to share your journey with me. So let's do this together. All right. From next time. Bye.